it to any business out there. Yeah, I would recommend it to any business out there, really. So it's a great product. You've got a great team behind you, and Artie and Simal are absolutely brilliant. So yeah, I just want to learn a bit more, really.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing. And for how long have you used our services?
Well, it's Artie Online. I think it was at the back end, but it was last year or the year before, pre-pandemic, basically.
Yeah. I think Angie, it was like 5 years, right?
Is it? Hi, Simal. How are
Hi,
you?
how are you? Good to see you, Angie.
Oh yeah, good to see you too. I thought I'd just jump on and see.
For 6 years, a long time, yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, it has been. My God, it's been a long time, yeah. But yeah, the guys behind it all, yeah, know exactly what they're doing. So obviously, we should just bring them more business now, isn't it? Really.
Okay.
Target customers that actually really need it. In fact, this morning I will tell you, I'm in a sort of a dispute at the moment with. I had an accident 3 years ago, and the solicitors that I'm dealing with, they keep changing solicitors. I've had 6 solicitors in 3 years, and I'm really not happy. Then what I did this morning, I've never done it before. I went on to their reviews. And the reviews are absolutely diabolical. And I feel like writing to them and actually saying that actually you need this company behind you, because you cannot have all these rubbish reviews on your website. And they are appalling for solicitors. So I'm going to try and target them and see whether we can get them on board.
Oh, wonderful. Yeah, because as we're going to share today, this is one of the main characteristics of our service, right? That we act like an insurance of bad reviews, and we can help people to clean all the reputation. So we're going to talk about all of this in the next minute. And we have a lot of our team joining us today already. And I don't know, Simal, if you want. Hi, Artie. Good morning, good day, good afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. It's pretty here.
Good afternoon.
I think I'm emceeing this meeting. Sorry, I'm late. I was having a few technical problems.
It's okay, Pretty. So we were just making a little time, expecting all the people to join.
Great.
But as I said, I welcome everyone to this webinar, and as we are a big team, and we have invited different kind of companies to hear from this opportunity, this great service to increase online visibility and presence. So if you find it okay, guys, I'm going to present our first participant today, which is Nishit Kovac. And he's a brilliant man who knows more than we can imagine, and he's going to share with us very important information. So are you ready, Nishit?
Fabulous. Thank you, Paula, for being such a fantastic MC for today. And folks, today is just basically an education set. So we are just going to go through some information for you on how basically you can manage to grow your business. So all we're talking about is how you can get your clients a great experience and lead to more business. So at the end of this webinar, we will give you some free gifts. There's going to be an educational pack, and you can also opt for a free audit of your website. So let's get cracking. So today's webinar is all about reputation and how to position yourself as the market leader with reputation marketing. So just a quick little plug about us as SWS. So we are a multi-award winning provider of reputation marketing services. And we have a very experienced team with us, as you can see on the screen. And what we've been doing is we've been working to grow our client base in all the continents. So we've been doing a pretty good job with the clients over the past few years. We've been around for 10 years. So let's get to the subject matter. So the game of online marketing has basically changed to give companies which have 5-star reviews a good edge. So if you are searching for a local service, let's say, for example, we are talking about locksmiths. If you're in the market for an emergency locksmith and you type into Google as one normally would, you can see that there are what we call search volumes for certain keywords. So for example, a locksmith in London, so Locksmith London has about 1,300 searches a month. And if you're doing Google ads, that's what you would expect to pay per click. So it's quite a bit of demand and also quite a lucrative keyword because people are willing to pay a bit of money for that. So let's say you put yourself in the shoes of somebody who's doing a search for a service like this. And who would you call first? So we did a poll and we polled searchers and we asked them this question. So we got 3 different kinds of results. One was 55% of people said they would call the business that had excellent 5-star reviews and a great reputation online. You see 27% called the cheapest, and then 18% called those who came up first. So from this, you can see that it doesn't matter how cheap you are, or it doesn't matter how high you rank. What matters most is that are you the most trusted online business that people can rely on? So again, when it comes to reviews, how many reviews does a customer look up before they make a decision? So you're looking at least 10 positive recent reviews. And then in terms of being trusted, they will only trust you if you've got 6 to 10 reviews as a minimum. So if you're somebody who's got like 1 or 2 or no reviews at all, then they won't trust you. So now we look at why does a business need online reviews? So I'm going to skim through some of the stats. So you can see these are things that are important to improve your conversions or sales. So if you look at the data, you can see 86% of consumers read reviews for local business. But if you look at the younger demographic, 18 to 34, almost everybody reads reviews these days. The other thing is that the reviews help people trust the business. It converts searches into leads. And I'm going to show you this a little later into the presentation. And according to experts, the reviews help boost the way you rank in the Google local search. Now, including reviews on your website also helps build trust within people who are viewing your website. And it will help if you're selling some product or booking appointments, etc. It will help them take that extra step. Now, many of you may have seen websites with reviews which are like probably old, like 2019, 2017, things like that. People don't trust reviews which were left in the past. They want to see reviews that were left in the recent past. So as recent as last 2 weeks. Now we've seen why we need reviews. Now, what is it that is holding people back from going ahead to build and manage them? The thing is, most business owners and frankly, even local marketers, they don't have the time or the capacity to build a proper reputation system. So that's the thing that we're trying to fulfill. The next thing you need to look at is what kind of star rating should you aim for? So as you can see, if you want to get a good level of conversion and trust, you need to have 4.0 or more for people to trust you. And moving your business from a 3-star rating to a 5-star rating generates 25% more clicks on Google Local. So you may rank high on Google Maps, but if your star rating is not good, people are not going to click on your listing anyway. So you need to get a better star rating than you currently have. Now, if you look at traditional forms of marketing, you've got TV and media ads. You've got networking and referral marketing, which is very, very powerful. You have direct mail, which people have relied on for years. And then more recently, you've got search engine optimization, paid Google ads, social media marketing, and you've got then general website marketing. Now, you may be using 1, 2, or more of these systems to help build your business online. But the truth of the matter is do you think reputation impacts just online or traditional or both? And that's a rhetorical question. The answer is it affects both kinds of marketing. It will help everything, including word of mouth, because imagine somebody refers you to a business and you trust your friend because.
Are there any gaps elsewhere, right? Other than our customers, relationships? Yeah, relationship also.
Thank you so much.
Sorry, guys. Sorry.
That's okay. So what we're trying to do is say, for example, in terms of word of mouth referrals, if a friend of mine refers me and says, go and see this restaurant, it's really brilliant at this cuisine, the service is fantastic, I will still go online and I will look up maybe driving directions or allergy information or look at the virtual tour. And in that process, I will see the reviews. And even if my friend has said that it's great and I see bad reviews or no recent reviews, then I will not go to that restaurant. So, okay, so I've just muted everybody for now, just for ease of conversation. So having the great reviews in a consistent way improves your conversions. So the next question we ask people is, after you've been referred to a business, what do you do next? So out of the 357 people who were polled, 87%, as you can see, said that they will search online to find more information about the company. So which is why you need recent positive reviews for people to see, because they're going to do their due diligence and it will be on multiple platforms. It's not just Google alone. Different people have different preferences. So some may find you on Facebook, some may find you on Yale.com, some Checkertrade, some may be NHS. So it depends where the searcher is checking you out. But you need to have a consistent, great system of collecting and marketing reviews. Now, out of these two, they say that word of mouth is the most powerful form of advertising, with about 9 out of 10 people trusting it. So word of mouth, I'll show you a difference between that and review marketing. So word of mouth is one-to-one. So I talk to my friend and I refer him to some business. It's private because the business doesn't control when I do it or where I do it or how often I do it. It's limited to the number of people I know that I can refer. And it's not an asset of that company. But online review marketing is similar, but more powerful, because now that review is talking not just to one person. Thousands of people could potentially be seeing your reviews. It is also public. So it is an ongoing thing, 24/7 is live for people to see. And it definitely is a company asset because it's on a listing that your company manages. So a review is nothing but just a public referral. And so I think, in my opinion, that online reviews are more powerful than personal referrals. So it's like it's giving superpowers to the reviews. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play a little short video from one of our clients, is Yvonne Beck, and then I'll be back.
In this juncture, I'd like to call a very close friend of mine, Yvonne. I've known Yvonne for many years. I've had loads of lovely chats with Yvonne. She's a wonderful lady. She's a globetrotter. She puts me to shame when it comes to globetrotting, and she's just fantastic. I've read so many of her reviews that we've collected, and in fact, she actually gave a review to us as well, what you can see on the bottom right of the screen some time back, and that's her in the middle, always smiling, always full of sunshine. And Yvonne Beck is a bilingual wedding celebrant. Not many of those around in German and in English, and she's really great. So if you are in the wedding industry and you're looking for a celebrant, or if you get a contract, do please take a picture of this site as well, and you can contact Yvonne. But at this junction, probably let's just hear from Yvonne directly. Hello, Yvonne, and welcome from Berlin. I understand that's where you are currently.
That's right. Yes, I'm in just outside Berlin in a lovely historic place called Potsdam, and it's lovely to see you all. And yeah, I'm a bilingual wedding celebrant. I met Simol over a coffee at Costa, and that's our favourite place to go.
Hi, Simol. I can't see anything or hear anything.
And when he told me about this, I was really intrigued because as a celebrant.
Can everyone hear?
No, I think you're just muted.
Can you hear now?
Yeah.
Was
I can't hear anything. I can't hear or yeah.
Was
Angie,
anybody else
maybe
able to hear?
you can step out the room.
I
and
could hear.
open-
It's fine from my end.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not many people knew about what I did, and as a small business,
Yeah, sorry, I can't hear a thing.
to market. But having had 45 years in public service, corporate life, sales, marketing, influencing, I knew how important reputation marketing was for me personally, because I've built all my clients on personal reputation, you know, in terms of what they get from me. I hope they get the best service ever. But how do I know this? I only know this if they review me. And like Colleen was saying, hi Colleen, it's been a long time since I've seen you. What Colleen was saying was so true, you know, that clients just really quickly forget about the need for feedback. And yes, when we're in the wedding industry, we don't get a chance to do that many things. So one wedding, maybe one baby naming, maybe a vow renewal, but I might have to wait 10 or 15 years for that. So my reputation marketing was really important, and Simil just explained it so easily to me that I basically took it on board. You know, I'm an early adopter of things, so I tend to be quite influenced by things like this, where it's very simple, it's very easy to do, it collects all of my 5-star reviews, which of course thankfully I did have a few, but I had nothing that I could do with them. And working between Germany and England now, my husband got a job in a tech company in 2017, so I've been working with Simil probably since I moved to Germany. And what I found was that, you know, I wanted to be able to operate in 2 countries in Europe, and now of course in Germany and in England. And this has been so much more important for me because I can't do all the hands-on stuff that Simil can do and his team, and they've always been so easy to work with. And so I'm really, you know, when people say to me, and when I say, how do you find me, it's nearly always from Google searches. With a company that I can trust, with Simil, who I trust absolutely, and with all of the support that I get from his team, it's been really fantastic for me, because people actually say to me, you are all over the web, Yvonne. You know, so when I say, how did you find me? It's like, well, you're all over the internet, you know. And for one person, doing a niche business like this, that is just wonderful to hear. So yeah, I've had a really fantastic time with working with SWS.
At this juncture, I'd like to call on.
So that was basically from a past webinar. We had a client, Yvonne Beck. She's been with us since 2017. And so that's just some feedback from her on her experience. So we're looking at Google at the moment, and the fact that Google has become the largest or the fastest growing review website in the world. And so there is a community on Google, it's called the Local Guides. They help to improve Google Maps as an experience. And you can see here that the things that a local guide would do, including reviews and ratings. And from 5 million in 2016 to over 120 million now in the world, there's a review or a local guide across the, you know, every major city. And whether you like it or not, your business is going to be reviewed at some point by somebody who's a local guide. So you can't really escape reviews as well. Now, you have got a business. You spend a lot of time, effort, and resources to create awareness about the business, whether it's social media, SEO, content, videos, whatever you're doing. that helps you be found by your potential prospects. And when they find you, they're going to research. You created an awareness about the need for what you are offering. And when you do this and they now are in the buying mode, they're going to check you out. And if they see some bad reviews, or perhaps your reviews are old, you don't have any good recent reviews, what they're going to do instead is they're going to go to your competitors. And you lost that sale, and not only the sale, but you lost the referrals from that person and any ongoing purchases. So all that effort we have done, you miss the main conversion element if you don't have reviews. So just briefly, I'll go through we've understood what is reputation marketing, why reviews, what are the challenges. Now we're going to look at some of the review sites that you should be, some more stats and figures. So, yeah. So here you will see that the main sites where people are leaving reviews are Google, Facebook, Yelp, TripAdvisor, and Yellow Pages. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give the webinar over to Simon, who will take us through the rest of this.
Thank you, Nishit, and good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever we got participants from numerous countries today. So salutations to you, and I'll take over from here. I'm sure you found Nishit's hub very powerful, and I'll just now. These are the review sites, but every industry has got specific review sites as well. And part of what we're going to offer you today is suggestions, or later on your industry, what would be also relevant besides that. Now, of course, as you know, Google is the fastest growing reviews platform. So you must make sure. I had a meeting today with a new client, just literally this morning, that have got 200 and something reviews on Checkatrade, which is excellent because he's a plumber. But on Google, he has very few. In fact, less than 5% of what's got on Checkatrade. So it's important that you don't forget Google, because that's the fastest growing review platform. Now, the next question is, you must respond to reviews. Now, why is it important? Because according to local consumer review survey, Bright Local, 89% of consumers are going to read your business responses. Even if they are negative, you must respond to reviews. And if it's a negative, you expect it to respond within a week for you to come out professional. Now, of course, every negative review is going to impact you. In fact, they say a business needs 10 to 15 good ones just to counter that. So we will show you how you can prevent negative reviews going online in the future if you currently have. So all said and done, you heard Yvonne saying, we're very fortunate to have Angie here, who also has used the services for almost 5 years from what I remember. And they've talked about reputation marketing. And as you've noticed from what Nishit has explained to you, and it's no brainer, you need reputation. So what's reputation marketing? Reputation marketing is reputation management and brand marketing, and is building a 5-star reputation across multiple platforms, and then marketing your reputation. So not only do you need to build your reputation, but you need to market your reputation. And the key magic words here are across multiple platforms. You cannot, like my friend this morning, I had a new client meeting, the plumber, who had a bunch of them on one platform. They're going to be on other platforms. And it's the most powerful strategies that smart businesses use. So just think to yourself, why do customers like you or your business, right? Or maybe it could be a friend's business or a relative's business. Imagine if you could get your happy customers' feedback and publish it or broadcast it all over the internet. Would that make an impact? Or once again, a rhetorical question. I'm sure the answer is yes. So what we do is that we market and build reputation for clients on all the platforms, so our clients don't lose out. When a business does an advertisement, they write an article, publish a blog, or publish a post on social media, that's a story. But those stories don't sell. It's when your customers are talking about you, that's your reputation. And that's where you can get more business, okay? And there's nothing more powerful, absolutely nothing more powerful than your happy customers spreading your good experiences about using your business. And it's the most powerful, right? So reputation marketing, as you've realized, is very crucial, and it's important for all kinds of businesses, right? And if you have a strong reputation, as Nishit mentioned, part of it is you can get on Google's good books. And a lot of our clients have not had to do Google Ads or other sort of activities, and reputation alone has boosted the ranking online. So this is what you need to do. Today is all very educational. So I'm going to be giving you tips. You need a lot of reviews online. Volume make a difference. However, they need to be spread. It's like brushing your teeth. You can't take 2 minutes and brushing only 1 or 2 teeth. You're going to do all over. It's the same thing with your reputation as well. Again, it's going to be on a regular basis. Once again, talking about brushing your teeth, you can't brush 14 times a day in the morning, say you're good for the week. It's going to be twice a week. The same thing. You need to have regularly new reviews coming online. Then you need to make sure that they are spread on the social media. You need to have from reputation videos and also review replies. And so if you can achieve that, you will be able to build a strong reputation. Now, the other thing is they've got to be recent reviews, because all reviews, people don't consider them. And when you have reviews on your website, which I'm going to show you, make sure that it's linked back to where it's coming from. You can't just type it on the website, because that doesn't create trust, neither does it create conversion, okay? Now, as a smart business, you must have an intelligent reputation strategy or tool. Now, as explained with today's education, so what we're going to show you is we're going to show you a strategy. Imagine having a great a dish that you really like, going to a particular restaurant, and imagine if the waiter or the chef allows you to go into the kitchen and see how he or she is preparing. You can go and do it at home. So we're going to show you our recipe. What is it that we've built that our clients are using? And if you want to build it yourself, you're more than welcome to do that. What do you require for a smart tool to do? A smart tool, you need to be able to build a reputation. You need to have a system to collect feedback from your clients. Then you need to have a system whereby the good reviews go online. You need to have a way of ensuring that you can manage your reputation. So if somebody is not happy, because most businesses have a massive challenge. They don't know when their clients are not happy. And they end up then losing their reputation when people go and talk negative stuff about them. It could be online, it could be offline. So you need to have a way of managing and protecting your reputation so that the good feedback gets collected and gets marketed and the negative one comes to you. And you need to create a culture. You must make sure that your team, if you have a team, understand and are educated on how to give a first-class customer service. So if you can achieve this, that will be a great tool to have. Okay. Now, of course, we have a tool that we built with this model in place. It's brilliant. As Nishit mentioned, we've been working for many years. It's heavily invested. Millions of reviews have collected over the last 10 years. More than 1,000 businesses have used such a tool. We got Angie, who's here in live. Millions of reviews. And we work with all kinds of businesses and all share. It doesn't matter. Even if you're a one-man band. Yvonne Bat that you just heard is a one lady. She just works from her phone. Right, so it's irrespective of how big your business is, okay? And what we provide is a tailor-made and a personalized service. It's not a ready-made software. It's all customized. So we manage and protect, build, and market reputation for clients. Yeah. So at this junction, what I'm going to do is that, again, from one of our previous example, we had a client that runs a hotel.
Now, I would like you to introduce you to Zara from Crown Group of Hotels, who can give you a little bit more of an insight into their business. Thank you very much, everybody.
Hi, everyone. We started working with Nishit and SWS after we built our website, so a bit like his funnel, actually. We started building our website, getting ourselves out there, and then all of a sudden realized that the only reviews that we had online were all the angry people who had stayed with us about 5 years ago. And realized we needed to do something about this. So yeah, we started working with them, and it was excellent, really, because their platform and the way they work effectively asks every guest that stays with us for a review. Obviously, not all of them will reply, but we actually started getting in both good and bad. I will come to bad in a second. But because we captured them when they were still there or just leaving, or almost as soon as their stay had finished, they were like, oh yes, we're still happy. And so they didn't forget about us, and they remembered, and they wrote something, and then obviously it went online and improved our presence in that sense. Unfortunately, there are still bad reviews. There are still people who have the bad days. So they obviously still wrote, but at least they didn't post it to Google or TripAdvisor. Instead, it came through all these platforms and effectively come straight to our reception team. And then our reception team can write back nicely and say, you know, we're really sorry, how can we help? And try and improve the experience. I mean, they're probably not going to be people who come back, but at least they won't tell the world that they had a bad time. And if there are any actual issues, because sometimes in a hotel, people don't like to complain to your face, but they are grumpy. I don't know, you know, the light won't work in the bathroom or something. You know, something's more easily solvable if someone wants to go and say something, but doesn't, you know, the person doesn't, but they'll write a review and say everything's terrible. But we were able to get that and also solve the problem ourselves as well. So there's, you know, the negative, obviously, it's not great that someone's not happy, but at least it doesn't go online. But also we are able to actually solve the problem for the future rather than it, you know, spiraling out and then we have no idea effectively because no one's ever told us. So it's been great on all counts. It's sort of changed our sort of internal processes as well as our public facing, and obviously having better reviews on Google. But there's, you know, there's no argument to it. You have more reviews, you have better reviews. People want to come, and you know, people find you from it.
So that was one of our, as I said, 1,000 clients that have used our services from our perspective. So in short, what do? We manage reputation for our client. We monitor what people are talking about our client. We send alerts. We have reports to show how our reputation for our client is growing every month. And more importantly, we analyze the reviews that have been marketed by our team and our platform and what has been the impact on the social media, on Google, on the website, etc. And we keep a track and we come up with a plan of action every month. And our client gets a CRM. Then we build reputation, we train our client staff, we make a custom feedback page for our client where they collect feedback. It can be accessed via QR code. And the way it happens, and most businesses have a challenge collecting the feedback. So we make it easy. It's a feedback page like that. It's all customized, tailor-made to our clients' designs and logo. This is where a customer would give a feedback. If it's a good feedback, we direct it online. The client then has a choice of where they like to put the review. And once they've clicked on that button, Google, Facebook, Trustpilot, TripAdvisor, it all depends on our client's industry. That positive feedback gets converted into review that then becomes, and every single review is like a diamond that can help them to get more credibility. How do we protect our client's reputation? If somebody gets a feedback that's negative, most businesses don't have a way of collecting feedback, so they don't even know. When people are not happy, just look at yourself. When you are not happy, what do? You just go away, right? Very rarely do we complain to the business owner because we're not even going to get hold of the business owner. So our system collects the negative feedback. We don't publish it. It comes back to our clients, and we can then help them understand the problem, and we are at hand to help them to solve the problem so they don't lose the client. So not only are we building a reputation, but we're helping our clients to protect their reputation and retain the client. And this is what this gentleman says. I'm sure you all know Jeff Bezos, the owner of Amazon, one of the biggest companies in the world. When people are not happy, they go away and they tell 6 friends. And the business owner ends up losing 7 clients in total. And he or she is, worst thing is not even aware. But when people are not happy, they go and put it online. Up to 6,000 people look at it. So it's very important for businesses to, and it's the same flip side as well. If there are a lot of positive review, thousands of people get see that, and that business gets chosen, as Nishit explained. And if you have a negative review, you must make sure you need 10 to 15 positive ones just to counter it for every negative review. So if you're a business owner currently on this call today and you've got 6 negative reviews, you need 90 just to balance it, not bring you in the front, but just to balance it. So remember, and these are some of the questions you need to consider. 75% of people don't believe that companies tell the truth in advertisements because it's very, nowadays, the consumers are very savvy, so to say. They are not that anyone can come with a slick advertisement. So what people believe are what other people are talking about your business. That's the most powerful. So if you look at your business online, how strong is your reputation? And remember, your reputation is based on volume. How many people are talking about you? Velocity. How often, how new are the people? How recent and spread? Is it in all the platforms? Because if you don't achieve those 3, then you don't have a strong reputation online. A lot of people get, and one negative review, businesses lose up to 22%, as you can see that, and an average loss of 30 customers. So every negative review could impact your business. It's like having an insurance. We have an insurance, so in case something happens, you are protected. A lot of our clients use our services and keep on using our services for years on, because it's like an insurance for them as well. We don't stop there. We also market reputation for our client on their website, on their social media. So one review goes on multiple platforms. On their website, we could give them a code that goes on their website so they can have the reviews popping up on the screen. In fact, for the attendees today, please get in touch with the person who invited you today and know how we can probably get the use of our widget for a whole month. And it's a review like this. It shows it's verified. If you want to check, it says great intro call with Nishit. Thank you for your help. And if you click on it, it will actually open up the source of the review. That's what's important. When you have reviews on a website, it's going to have like Laura Clark. If you click on it, you need to it needs to have a source. You need to open where the source is coming from. That's what creates credibility. Now, so that's what we do in short. We manage reputation for our clients, we market, and we build. And this is how it is. So this is on our website. So if you go to our website and if you find out these are all reviews, we've got a lot of new ones since then. If you click on this Facebook, it will open up the Facebook, right? So this is what it is. This all creates trust. And when you have trust, it simply brings you more conversions, more business, more sales, right? And when you have review codes on your website, as I've shown you, that alone, according to this research, increases conversion by 270%, not 10, 20, or 30%, 270%. Look at the power of that. Okay. Now, one of our other clients who started working with us since 2015, they are still our active clients 8 years down or 7 years down the road, right? When we started, they had 0 reviews. As of 2019, they had 170,000 views of the reviews on their website. On average, they're getting 840 people seeing those reviews a month, increasing website traffic and 5-star reputation. And this was the feedback Mr. Chatan said, happy with your services and I've gained new customers with genuine reviews published on all different websites. And they're still using our services since 2015, January, when they started. So goes without saying, you need to have a strong reputation. Now, either you do it yourself, or you can ask us and we can give you some suggestions on how we can help you boost it further. But it is a subject that you cannot ignore. Neither can you take it lightly. If you have a business, you need to have a reputation. If your friends and family have a business, they need to have a strong reputation. It goes without saying. All right. So, and these are some statistics. People look at reviews. A lot of people are going to base your business, and if you don't have recent reviews, you could have the best product or the service in your local area or in the country or in your town. It's not going to help you if it doesn't create. So every business needs a system and strategy of not only managing the reputation, but also building and marketing. And you need to have a sophisticated tool. As Nishit explained, most business owners are not able to build a reputation because they don't have the time. And if you do it yourself, it can be very, very challenging and time consuming. So consider either you can build a tool yourself, or you can use our tool that we've built and it's been using for a long time. Now, what does a strong reputation do for you? It helps you to stand out from your competition. It improves your brand. It improves your customer service because you can collect feedback. It obviously improves your sales, which leads to most profits, improves staff productivity. It improves your max return on other marketing spend. Whatever marketing you are doing, we're not telling you to stop that. Reputation will just bring you more conversions. It will leverage your good qualities, will protect your reputation, is a peace of mind, and it potentially improve Google search ranking. So if any of this is something that may help you, you need to consider having a reputation marketing solution for yourself, whether you do it yourself or whether you seek help. Now, so an effective reputation marketing strategy is crucial for all businesses. So what are we going to do before I'm going to hand it back to the MC to ask any questions? These are the few things you could do. Number one, you could register for a free audit. And this is for people who have come today. Get in touch with the person who has invited you and ask them to offer you a complimentary report of your business. This will show you a report on how your reputation is in terms of Google's viewpoint, so you can know exactly what can help. and you can get a free consultation. It is a free consultation where our expert will then explain to you how you can build it for your own business. As I said, there's nothing to buy or there's nothing to sell today. We're not selling anything here today. And during the consultation, you can learn simple time-saving reputation building tips for your business. And we can also help you if you want to do it yourself. There's no problem. If you want to try our solution, you qualify for money back guarantee. If you want to try us. If it doesn't work, we'll refund you the money back. Thirdly, if you want the pop-ups for your website that I mentioned to you, please get in touch with the person who has invited you today, and they can help you to get a free 30-day Google review pop. That alone will boost your conversion by 270%. And we'd certainly like your feedback. So before I hand over to the MC, please go to this link or scan with your phone this QR code, and please give us a feedback. We would appreciate your feedback, and hopefully you found this very useful. So thank you very much, and over to you, Paula.
Thank you, Simal. Thank you for all this valuable information. Thank you, Nishit, as well. And well, as you see, we have a very interesting gifts for you today. So as Simal invited you to do, you can contact the person who invited you today, and you can start trying this wonderful service that we offer as a company. And also, please, because as everyone else, we build our reputation on daily basis. So please leave us a review about this webinar, about the information you just received, and we will be very thankful for this. And well, I would love for the people who join us for the first time to ask if they have any question, if all the information that was offered today is clear. And what do you think about all of this, the reputation marketing, the online reputation marketing? And I would ask this wonderful lady I'm seeing here, Radhika Dave, can you share with us some of the highlights that you just understood clearly this morning, this afternoon?
Thank you,
Hi.
Paula. Hi. So I think my take home would be, if I'm in any business and I want my existing customers to bring me more clients, I need those reviews in. I mean, there's no point of doing any other form of marketing, be found online, and then there's nothing good about me out there.
Yes, of course. Thank you so much, Radhika. And for those who weren't joining us from the very beginning, we have a guest today, which is Andy Montana, who has been using our service for a long time now. And she shared with us how useful it has been, and how the team's answer and the team's attention on every single service, it's always accurate, it's always we love to serve, we love to attend our clients. And Angie, if you wanna just give us a final statement to invite the people who will see this webinar later on, and invite them to use, to know, and to try our service, because as Simal said, we have a full money back guarantee to try it if they want to. You're muted. Can you try to unmute? Yes.
Is it Paula or Paula? We say Paula in Italian.
In Spanish is Paula.
Paula, oh, okay. Well, actually, it's the very first webinar that I've been on with SWS, and I'd like to thank Artie for inviting me. As you can see, I've taken loads of notes today, and which will be reviewed. But 3 take-ins from it, basically, if we think about it. Reputation will give you more conversions. I get that. It is the fastest growing reviews platform. I get that. and reviews will help boost your ranking. So actually, if there are people on here at the moment that are really considering it and you have got great businesses, you know, you should really get onto this platform, because the guys behind the scenes really know their stuff. And I remember when RT and I met her a few years ago at a networking event, at which I'm currently still a member. I believe I was the very first member that actually tried her services. But I remember going to Thailand at the time, and I came back with a referral for her. And I think that was the very first one that they did overseas. And then they've just exploded right across what you're saying. I don't mean how many different continents, but 10 years. And you've got to really, really give it to this company. They really do know their stuff. And already I've made a note of
Everything okay, Angie? We lost you for a minute.
Angie's phone has just dropped.
Yeah, it fell right. Well,
But she's back. She's back.
She's back. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Yeah, so my phone just tipped over. I haven't been drinking though. It's just tipped over. Yeah, I don't know whether you heard what I said. Like, yeah. Did you hear?
Just the last minute? No, we did not.
Oh, right. Okay. No. So really, what I'm saying is, if there's anyone on this platform today, on the Zoom, who are considering it or not considering it, well, actually, you know, it's a no-brainer basically for any business, and obviously that's what we want, right? It's all about the reviews. You know, my reviews are absolutely brilliant. As a result of the reviews, we've had more business, we've had more conversions. And again, it's a no-brainer. Do you really want to do it on your own? I don't think so, because as Simal said earlier, we just don't have time. And I don't understand most of it anyway, all this technical stuff. I just let the professionals do it. As long as they give me the outcome that I want, which is more business and more conversions, that's all I'm interested in. So let them actually get out there and do it for you. That's it, really.
Thank you. Thank you for these valuable comments. Yes, absolutely. And you said something very interesting, which is that we don't, took me somewhere, that we don't have time to waste, because everyone online is there trying to get clients. And if you know what, the one who hits first is the one who stays. So we don't have to waste any time.
Well, we're all busy, aren't we, Paola? We're all very, very busy, and we're all we all know what our strengths are. My strength is designing kitchens. Just leave me designing kitchens and I'm happy. But everything else, I'll just give out to everyone that do what they do best, really.
Exactly. So let people know that you are the best in your field, and that you have clients very good reviews and opinions about what you do.
I have to admit, I'm really, really impressed. As SWS have got 385, is it? It's 385 reviews. Unbelievable. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Well done, Simal and RT.
Thank you so much, Angie. And Luis, you want to say something? Good day, Luis. How are you?
Hi, Paula. How are you? Good morning and good evening for everyone. I'm Luis Vasquez from Mexico. I already fill up all the information, and I left my review for SWS. 5 stars. I have a question. Do you think we can leave a link to repeat this webinar or to deliver to our clients or potential customers, or not?
Well, yeah, well, it's been recorded, so it just we just need the permission of these guys to share the webinar. And also remember that we have a second webinar in September 1st So if you want your clients and your prospects to join live and to be able to ask questions, this is going to take place September the 1st. It's a Thursday at 1 p.m. UK time. So you can keep on inviting your prospects, and I'll let you know about this if Simal, if we could share this recording to our
Absolutely,
prospects.
Paula. We will get it uploaded on the website, SWS website.
Okay, wonderful.
In the
Because
next day or two.
some of my prospects told me that it was very early in Latin America.
Oh my God. Okay.
I would like to send them the link.
Okay,
Thank you
so
very
we'll
much.
post it on the website.
Yes.
That's wonderful. Anything
Thank you
else,
very much.
Luis?
It's a very valuable information. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Anyone else who wants to comment or to ask any questions to Simal or Nishit?